Welcome to Centripetal Tarot after reading for the fire elemental. So something that I noticed, these were drawn from two different decks. I drew from the fountain deck and the field. I'll make references for those for the original draw, the fire elemental shadow readings for fire elemental. Sorry, I'm getting really excited because I didn't notice this in the original reading. I wanted to bring it up in the after read. Visually, it's very poignant. So you had the reversed emperor, which is in these boxes, right? Kind of like on his head in these boxes, like almost like top heavy with these boxes, heaviness with these boxes, stuck in these boxes, I would say. And then look at this. As you build and balance, this is creating a whole new box, and you can see through it. It has just had this feeling of progression and evolution. Between both of them, you can kind of see through, but the other one was muddier because it was like this. So look at that together. That's kind of interesting. It's like this is where you used to be, or where you are now, even in some ways, in the shadow sense. But you're healing that. As you heal that, which is the Emperor reversed, and as it becomes more upright, it's closer to this energy of this card, which, even though it's a minor arcana, the Eight of Coins speaks to building your work. And so you're building new boxes that are, you're transcending them at the same time, creating like a whole new way to build a box, almost like a progressive box. So that's kind of interesting, I think. And it has more of a sense of freedom because look how his hands are building this box within a box. It's almost like he's creating a boxlessness out of the box. It's this, I don't know, I'm having like this weird connection with this card. I'm sorry, maybe I'm just too loopy and I'm up late doing this reading. But it almost has like a sense of like a whole new physics about your box. It's a new way to emerge through your boxes that you're building within your workflow. So that's exciting because it's liberating, basically. And it looks so much more industrious and happy too. It's not this one, he's obviously struggling with the box on top. It almost seems like it's engulfing him and swallowing him whole. And this one is like he's more balanced and more in control of engineering it and like immersed in the engineering side of it and creating. It's more creative. So it's more liberating. Okay, enough about the box. Let me get into, I'm going to draw some animal cards. I'm going to finish my wine too. Okay, animal deck here. Okay, wow, this is very fire driven. Both of these are. I'm going to pull both of these and then I'm going to take this one. The dragon. I've always just loved the dragon as an energy. It's like, it's so magical, and dragon energy is really charming and very mystical. And then you have the cobra. That's pretty powerful and kind of vicious, but it came up. And then the oyster. Very different from each other. The oyster would be water and earth. The cobra would definitely be fire and earth. The dragon would be fire and air. So this is kind of cool. I see these together as the past. And this is just how I'm reading it right now. This is how I'm feeling it. So just bear with me. I'm having an intuitive moment. This is the past. This is the present. It's Kundalini rising. Cobra is Kundalini rising energy. And this is the future. And dragons can fly. This is exciting. You're taking flight in a magical... I just got that song Up, Up and Away in my magical balloon or whatever. That song just came into my head. That up, up and away, my beautiful balloon. But it's a dragon. I think dragons are, when they take flight, it's like a phoenix bird rising, which is very fiery. So anyways, I'm really excited to see this in here. Such a sense of, oh, here, I was reading it upside down. Okay. His eye is just really captivating too. Yeah, so what you're building is in the eye of the beholder. What are you setting your sights to? That would be the question that I would ask within this reading. What are you setting your sights to? Okay, and also what dragons are you slaying? That's important. Okay, all of those parables with dragons and all of those analogies, they all can be symbols to what this is saying to you. You know, none of this is just by, if you can read, and the readings are here for symbolic understanding. You know, your mind is capable of understanding beyond mere language and into the realm of symbolic connection. Okay, so we have these cards are really interesting. That I don't ever draw these on my channel yet. They're kind of like these gypsy cards. They're they're narrative cards. They build a story with just the pictures. They're not really tarot. This one is a woman who she's in despair. She's full of sorrow. Lamenting. It's a lamenting energy. And so is this one. Wow, these are very shadowy. This man is in despair and he's about ready to blow his brains out. So, and then we have somebody deep in thought. Okay. These just tell a story. So let me just do it through the storyboard here. I've got somebody who is sick, stuck in bed, and then a soldier. These might just be aspects of your shadow side that are coming through this story. Like you might have a side that's really combative, ready to defend at any cost. A side that, might have a hard time getting out of bed. It's like depression or, having a malady of some sort, mental stagnation. This is being stuck in your thoughts, overthinking, being at the end of your rope, being self-destructive, lamenting and waiting and this one is kind of just a lot of grief. I see this as a card of grief. So this all have to do with death and consolation and waiting. Okay. And then there's the wedding card. I have no idea why this card came in after all of these really kind of dark, shadowy cards. You have a celebration of union. So that's kind of interesting. And there's a letter. Okay. And then I'm going to read two more. We've got a priest and a merchant. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. I am not going to claim to know what this story is for you. Like, I think you're going to put your own meanings to these. This is a picture of a cat. This cat, they call this card falseness. I'm just going to read these random cards right now. Then there's the house, which is often depictive of the soul. And hope. I'm going to read one more from the bottom. An old woman. Okay, so I'm leaving you with all these cryptic cards and symbols. I want you to put them together in your mind and put whatever meanings you want to this. Almost like what I was asking you to do as the fresh pair of eyes. And instead of overthinking it, maybe just let it weave together a message for you that would be appropriate. And that will help you to tap into this energy that I'm trying to convey, that I'm feeling for you. And here is a room, an empty room. What are you putting into this room, right? Here's an empty chair. Everything is empty. It's like it's all set up, but what is it set up for? And then there's cheerfulness, child. Now they're getting more positive. And reunion. These are just the cards that are coming up that I'm not claiming to even feeling a connection with these myself. I'm not. I'm really literally just reading these. There's melancholy, going back to the shadow. So I'm going to end it with celebration or cheerfulness, child, and reunion. And then I'll leave one more positive note. Love. Okay, this is a good one to leave it at. Love. Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing Centripetal Tarot. And my hopes with posting the shadow reads are really just to get you to play with your shadow energy just as much as with the more hopeful side of readings, which are often already going to be immersed in a normal reading, but taking in the shadow side to balance and to just creatively grow, to keep growing creatively. That's my hope for this channel, is to help others to keep on keeping on creatively. Okay, thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and interest in Centripetal Tarot.